Welcome, everybody, to a special edition of Four Idiots presented by Fade U. We got Joey Cheese here at DGen for Life. You know, Duke himself at Hazmat Suit 23, the main idiot himself, Kmart 9. I don't know where Bucket Boy is. He just disappears from time to time. I think he's doing Not To or whatever, celebrating the Oscar from last night. I don't know.
He just doesn't respond in the group chat for hours at a time.
Yeah. After he was worried about Chris yesterday, at least Chris was golfing and getting birdies. But yeah, so we don't know. But we're gonna do a bracketology. We're just gonna do the three of us. We're gonna, kind of have a shared one, see how well we do, and we're gonna try to go live with our best bets, before each round. So hopefully Wednesday night can give you, what we're gonna be on, and then the same either probably Saturday morning. I don't know if Friday night's going to really work. So yeah, I guess without further ado, we can start in the South. So I don't think there's much to say here. Bama is going to advance. Anybody want to make a case for one of the 16s?
Nope.
Okay. Maryland, West Virginia.
I think it's a bad matchup for Maryland. I think West Virginia handles them.
How about you, Duke?
Lean with the Big 12 school there, for sure.
I'll probably be firing West Virginia -2.5 come game day too. So
okay,
it's West Virginia.
Yeah, that's funny. I'm actually debating Maryland, but I'll lay down to you two. It's just the first round here. San Diego State, Charleston. I think, Duke, you were talking about this a few weeks ago. Charleston could be, an upset special in the round of 64. Do you see it happening here?
Yeah, I think so. I told Cheese too. I think I texted him a couple weeks ago that I'm fading the shit out of San Diego State come tourney time. They really didn't look. I mean, Utah State gave that game away. They should have covered for the dads. Den got an easy one with one of his billion wins last week. But yeah, I think Charleston can be scrappy. I think that they will be. And a lot of people here on the West Coast, they're big San Diego fans, and they'll probably just unleash, head to Vegas and unleash. And
I like Charleston on the money line here.
Yeah.
Really?
I do. I mean, dude, if you've watched them play,
I like them with the points, but I still have the Aztecs advancing.
If you watch them play at all, man, they fly up and down the court. They average 80 points a game. I mean, collectively as a team, they're shooting 37 or 38% from three. This team could light it up. I know San Diego State plays good defense. They're just not a team that scares me. I think this is a bad matchup for them. I could see Charleston win this game.
All right. Well, I got no problem moving them forward because, again, it's not going to, bust any brackets really. It'll be fun to root for it. Okay, so I know, Chris, you were talking about Furman yesterday. You think they're going to pull off the upset against UVA?
I was just texting you guys. It just seems a little stinky just because, I guess Furman's a little more popular than a few years ago. I know nobody really knew him now, but still, come on, it's Virginia. They've been top 10 all year. They're known for that lockdown defense. I know it's kind of a battle. At first, I thought the total was going to be 120, like a normal Virginia, but it's in the 132 because Furman can. They like to fire three, so they can score. So it's going to be a battle of offense versus defense. I do think that, the average Joe is going to look at this. Like I text you guys, Virginia just went toe-to-toe. They very well could have won that game. It was neck and neck, and then Duke pulled away late. But I lean Furman here for sure. 13 seed catching. You look at the other 13 seeds, they're catching closer to double digits. This one's only 5.5.
What about you, Cheese? You want to put them forward?
I think we're reaching here. I think this Virginia team is good. Does the line smell like shit? Yeah, absolutely. Would I lean Furman with the points? Probably.
Yeah.
But I don't see how this Bennett coach team loses to Furman here. I really don't. This is the first Virginia team we've seen in a couple of years that could fucking score too. So
right. I have Virginia moving forward. So we'll just.
Sorry, Chris. 2 versus 1.
Yeah, that's kind of the way I'm thinking. We'll just do a 2 versus 1.
Yeah.
Unless
I don't see Virginia
Chris is
losing
like,
that game.
no, I think they're gonna make a run to the Elite Eight, then it's like, fuck. I mean, we gotta kind of do it.
I
But if
agree.
you gotta lose
yeah.
them in the next
Is
round,
this gonna be our big? Is this our big bracket we're doing with cheese or what?
I don't know. I mean, I think just
You
the
guys
three of us
refuse to
will
do
just
it
kind of
with me.
have
I'm down.
see how well we do. But I mean, shit, we if we all agree. If Neil doesn't have anything to add to it or change, I mean, I'm kind of down. Why not?
Yeah. Creighton, NC State, man, that's a really good game. I've been an advocate for NC State from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Still shocked that they got in and Clemson didn't with those 3 blowout winner. Clemson just blew them off the floor 3 times this season, but I think Kalkbrenner is going to be a really tough matchup here for NC State. I don't see how Creighton loses.
Yeah, I agree. I misunderstood you. I thought at first you're like NC State's going to beat Creighton. I'm like, what?
I've been an advocate for NC State all year. I think
Yeah, just
I
misunderstood.
don't think they could stop Kalkbrenner here.
Yeah, I have to agree. How about you, Duke?
Yeah, lean that way. I saw something that NC State might be a little popular dog. So yeah, we'll go with the fave there. Line moving towards Creighton, I think, didn't it?
It has, yeah. And then for their second round matchup, we got Baylor versus UCSB. I definitely like UCSB with the points, but I don't think
They're not beating Baylor.
I don't think they have enough.
Yeah, they're not beating
for
Baylor.
that. Mizzou and Utah State. Well, I already know what Cheese and I are on. Duke, are you opposing Utah State?
No, yeah, we that's a sharp one, right?
Yeah.
That kid Ashworth is so filthy. He is deadly from 3.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess why not? We already know it's going to be one of our best bets. So whoever's watching this or is going to watch it,
I gave out Utah State last night
Okay.
-1.5.
Okay, and now it's plus, or no, that's Boise. That's plus 1.5, right?
Utah State's -2 now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got them at 2 last night, and then I saw it went down, and I think I added just a little bit more because why not?
I love Utah State in the spot.
Yeah, same.
It's my favorite bet of the week so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And then anybody got the Ivy League upsetting Arizona?
I think Zona blows them out.
Trig does.
Well,
I
he's got
just
them
saw
in
that.
points, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we finish the South here. We'll jump to the Midwest. Northern Kentucky, any shot? Pull up the upset against Houston, number 1 seed?
No.
Nope. Auburn, Iowa. This is a coin flip. I want to pick Auburn, but I don't know.
I lean Auburn here. I don't think this Iowa team's that good. But I also don't think Auburn's anything to rave home about. But
yeah,
I think it's a coin
better
flip.
the last month. But
these teams played 50 times. They'd probably split 25 each. So it's a coin flip.
Yeah, I mean, you just don't know what you're getting out of them. And Miami Drake.
It's a bad matchup for Miami.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I have Drake beating them. I don't know if I'm biased because I hate Miami for beating USC last year, but I also said on the pod last week with Matt and company that Drake was kind of my sleeper this year.
Yeah, Drake. I mean, that's disgusting. I mean, how
2.5.
2.5, and it's coming down towards 2.
Yeah.
Like everyone's going to be like, "How in the fuck is this Miami team?" And most people don't really know who Drake is. I feel like everyone knows who like Wichita State is from that conference.
Right.
They had that.
Do we have a health update on Omir?
No, I don't.
I think he got hurt last game, right?
Well, that makes it even fucking smellier then.
Can just do a quick Google.
Yeah, I'm looking. I looked this morning. I didn't see an injury update on him, but
yeah,
I agree. I think Drake could win that game. I also hate Miami. I'm like 1 for 5 betting against them this year.
I know it's been terrible. Duke, you got Kent State beating Indiana. I know you're kind of sniffing that one out last night.
I mean, I don't know about I think that it's a kind of what were you saying about you kind of lean? Is it?
I'm kind of leaning Indiana. I think they
O'Meara
might blow them
is
out.
questionable, FYI,
Okay.
for Miami.
Yeah. Yeah, like I haven't been able to run everything yet just because like my last metric probably won't come out till Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
But right now it leans Indiana. But I mean, I can be swayed. It's not like I have either school going too far. I mean,
Right.
I have Drake beating Indiana in my bracket.
I think Indiana's getting slept on a little bit. Trace Jackson's probably a top 5 player in the country. I don't think Kent State can stop him.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, it's either way. I mean, are any of us shocked if Kent State gets the win? No.
No,
No.
no.
And Iowa State. I mean, I got Iowa State beating whoever advances. I don't really care who advances.
I like Mississippi State. I'll be on Mississippi State Wednesday night. I haven't given it out yet. I'll probably be on it versus Pitt. I also think they beat Iowa State personally. Iowa State's not a team that I'm running to the window to back.
All right.
This Mississippi State team's not great either. We saw what Bama just did to them. But yeah, I mean, that's just like I do like Mississippi State versus Pitt. Like I said, I will be playing that versus Iowa State. I mean, I'd lean Mississippi State, probably throw them in there because I don't think many people will. But I wouldn't be shocked if Iowa State beats them either. So I'm good with whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, that
would be the
hard.
tiebreaker.
That one's hard because I like Iowa State when they're scrappy. I mean, I was on them against when I went 5-1 in the 6-pack. That was disgusting. They beat Baylor twice. I mean, it's like that Iowa State team shows up, beats Baylor back to back. Fuck yeah, they're advancing. But the one that lost 7 in a row leading up to that, then got them on the bubble. So. I don't know.
Good, but I would say I'm all right with it. I don't love Mississippi State. Yeah.
I think it'll be fun for the next round because I think we all got Xavier beating Kennesaw State, right?
Mm-hmm.
If they play if Xavier plays like they did Saturday night, Kennesaw State might just run them off the court.
Very true. Any given night. And then Penn State A&M. I think I'm leaning Penn State here.
Penn State could shoot the 3. If they're hitting their threes over that A&M D, I think they could win this game. I just don't know. I don't know if they will.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm okay with whatever way you guys go here.
I thought they were going to get run out. I was looking at the score. I thought Purdue was going to kill them, and I checked again after a few holes. They fucking covered. They only lost by 2. So they're getting hot at the right time. I watched that game against Indiana. I told you guys I really like Nittany Lions against Indiana too. So
the thing that worries me is Penn State hasn't seen a defense like A&M have, like A&M.
Yeah.
I just wonder how that translates, and on a neutral court in March Madness, first round. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm okay either way.
Yeah, I got Penn State. I'll just stick with that. Anybody got Colgate pulling off the upset? I'd love to see it because fuck Texas, but
I'd be pissed. I have Texas in my Final Four.
All right, let's move them forward. All right, let's move over to, I guess let's do the East here.
That game has Colgate up at the half and covering the fuck, and then Texas coming back and winning by
Yeah, man, Texas has been weird like that all year. I could definitely see that happening. All right, so Purdue, I don't think is going to lose to Texas Southern or Farley Dickerson.
I love FAU just because Nelly didn't come on tonight.
Yeah, I have FAU.
Nelly, if you listen.
Yeah, Chris,
I lean FAU in this spot. I do.
Oh, me too. I already placed a bet on them.
Yeah, I think everyone's riding high on Memphis. They've looked good recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you beat the shit out of the number 1 team in the nation, that's people like that.
Okay, Duke and Oral Roberts.
We disagree on this game, so I'll let you guys go at it.
Well, I got Duke advancing. I just think Oral can keep it close and cover the 6.5.
What do you?
I think Duke steamrolls them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I love Max Abness. I love the point guard for Oral Roberts, but I mean, this is a whole new ball game for Oral Roberts here.
Yeah.
Kid likely and fucking the big doofy fucking white kid for Duke. I think they thrash Oral Roberts.
If Duke looked like shit in the ACC,
Lipopowski or whatever,
I would for sure say that. But since they just looked really great winning that. Everyone watching them. What night was it? Saturday night or whatever. I don't know, man. I don't know. And then everyone said that they're going to be a trendy dog, but I saw like 65% on Duke. Still, I think the average Joe's gonna think. Duke.
Oral's the team that ran their division, right? They ran their league.
Right.
Oh, that's right. All 4 of their losses were like New Mexico State,
Houston.
Yeah, they lost to 4. They lost to 4 good schools.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what. After the first round, it would be 5 good schools.
No, I don't know if they'll win. I'm with Kmart. I could see them losing by a bucket or 2.
Yeah.
Tennessee, Louisiana, Raging Cajuns.
Tennessee in a rout.
Yeah. I got nothing on Louisiana. Kentucky, Providence. Anybody got the upset? I mean, I got Kentucky going pretty far, so I personally have them moving on easily.
Yeah, I asked Matt to tweet out that thing. I hope Ralph answers. There's a couple teams on limping in here on 3 straight losses, Providence and Nevada. I wanted to see how those teams fare against the spread in the tourney, but he hasn't answered back yet. We'll see.
I like Providence to cover here. I'm probably going to use them to upset Kentucky in my bracket personally. Am I running home about it? Like, I don't love it. Like, I wouldn't argue with you if you really like Kentucky, but I'll be using Providence in in my pool. And I might actually get to the window on them at +4.
I mean, if you're gonna use them in your bracket, you might as well get to the window on them, right? just with that shaky answer, I'm gonna put Kentucky in there. All right, Kansas State, Montana State.
Hammer poop.
Like, seems pretty easy. All right, guys, I'll let you duke this one out. Michigan State, USC.
I think we all agreed in our group chat, right? USC.
All right. I didn't know if maybe someone was on Sparty's side.
I think we all agreed on that. I think Michigan State's trash.
Trojan man.
So the day of this game, I'm going to be 40 days sober, and I will be completely blacked out at 9 a.m. So
nice.
Just like last year, and I think last year in Vegas, they were like the 9 a.m. spot too, and man, I got freaking wasted in the clubhouse.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Miami.
Yeah. I think maybe it was the 12 o'clock game, because I think the game before was when Jay Buff and Joe kept picking over his Mountain Dew.
Spilling your drinks, your Mountain Dew everywhere.
Yeah, that was just ridiculous. Okay, Marquette, Vermont. Anybody got the Catamounts upsetting Marquette? Yeah.
Maybe with the points.
Yeah, maybe.
Vermont team is
that would have
scrappy.
made it a little more interesting if we were like doing a tournament challenge plus the points, but I guess you don't really know what the future holds on that shit. Yeah. Kansas, Howard. Yeah, definitely. Howard's beating Kansas. Fate built self, right? Just kidding, guys.
He said he's coming back.
What's that?
He said he'll be back on the sidelines.
Yeah, I mean, that's just you always fade this.
What happened? Was he sick or something?
He had a heart attack, I think.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, Arkansas, Illinois.
I think Arkansas is extremely public. I think they're extremely public here. I like Illinois. I love Terrence Shannon. I think the kid's one of the best players in the conference. Arkansas, we've seen them fall apart, right? We've seen what they can do. Not a team I'm running to the window to bet. Not that Illinois is like something special here, but like I could see Arkansas like being up like 6 at halftime and then losing by 10. I really could.
Yeah. St. Mary's VCU. I love St. Mary's here. I got them winning big, and
I agree.
Have them down as one of my big bets. Duke, anything?
Not lean that way as well.
Cool.
Gale.
UConn, Iona. I think
Move the champions up a spot.
Yeah.
All right. We'll just keep them going. TCU against ASU, Nevada. I got Nevada beating, or when that line moved to 3 today, I took Nevada because it was just like, what the F? It's back down to 2. I still have TCU beating whoever comes out of that, though.
I agree.
Anybody got Grand Canyon upsetting Gonzaga?
I think Gonzaga makes some noise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just a little bit. Northwestern, Boise.
I love Boise. Boise's my second best bet of the week, and I love that they flip from favorite to dog. I love it,
dude. What was that? Like 8-2 during conference championship week?
I bet Boise State at -2, thinking that they would go up, and it's gone the opposite way. I might have the worst line you could have on this game, and I think Boise State's good up to like 5.5. I really do.
Yeah, I got Boise at a pick 'em, then I reloaded at +1.5.
Dude, Northwestern in their last 9 games has only scored more than 65 points once. They just can't fucking score. Every game is like 38%, 42%, 46% from the field. They offensively, they are absolutely awful. They really are. They are bad. Yep. I know a lot of good, handicappers really like Northwestern, but I just can't agree.
Yeah. My system says no as well. Boise State.
Kelly told me this morning is one of her best bets.
Boise?
No, Northwestern.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Kelly.
Okay. Well, there's that. UCLA, UNC Asheville. I got UCLA. Anybody want to?
Nope.
I mean, I feel like a 15 beats a 2 every few years. Don't remember when the last one was, but it's not uncommon. But yeah, we'll go to the round of 32 here. So we got back to the South Division, Bama, West Virginia. I got Bama rolling here.
I agree.
I had Maryland moving on, but yeah, I don't think it's going to make a difference. Bama.
Kelly tweeted something last night about I can't wait till West Virginia beats Bama in the second round. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, but it's not a Bama team I want to step in front of right now.
Yeah, I mean they could because I mean they literally have one of the best strength of schedules all season. So it's not like playing Bama is going to be this new.
They will literally shoot your lights out.
Yeah, but I think what you said, Bama's coming in hot. I think they're going to keep rolling, and it's going to take more than West Virginia, who maybe in years past when they had a better defense, maybe then, but their defense isn't what it's been with the Bob Huggins team.
Brandon Miller will shoot you.
Shoot, that sucks. Charleston, Virginia. We got Charleston still dancing, or they meet their match? Wow, I can't talk. Are they meeting their match against Virginia?
I'm okay either way here. I could see Charleston. I could see them being the Cinderella team that makes some noise this year. I really could. I mean, they shoot the ball well. They could score. Granted, they haven't played a Virginia type, but I mean, if Virginia gets pushed to the limits by Furman, I don't think they would be. I don't think they would keep up with Charleston.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. I mean, again, I really want to know what that total will be if it's San Diego State and Virginia. I'm like 114.5 or some shit.
Yeah. But that might even be a little high.
So do we want to move on Charleston? I mean, either way, it can't really.
I think we have to. You guys both said there's a chance Furman beats Virginia. So how do we use them? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
True.
So sorry, Charleston.
Gotta have one of these high seeds going to Sweet 16, right?
Yeah. Okay. Moving on, we got Creighton and Baylor.
Baylor has absolutely no answer for Kalkbrenner. None. I think Kalkbrenner lights them the fuck up on the boards. They got no JTT can't guard them down low. If Flagler and other homie aren't hitting 8 or 9 threes apiece, Baylor gets run off the court. I love Creighton in this spot.
They'll be, how many think they'll be catching?
I think it would be Baylor -2.5 probably.
That's what I was thinking, something like that.
Yeah. And I would hammer Creighton alternate line -6.5. Like plus 300.
All right, fine. Creighton.
Thank you. That's one I was going to argue with you if you didn't do it.
I don't care. I mean, I think I would have just put Baylor through, but I don't have them going past the next round, so it doesn't make a difference to me. Utah State, Arizona.
It was a good story, but I don't see how Utah State could beat them.
Yeah. Okay, good. Duke, anything to add to it?
No, yeah, Zona.
Okay. All right, Houston, Auburn. I got Houston pretty chalky, but you don't know what Auburn team you're going to get. I don't even know if they're going to beat Iowa. I just lean that way, and I don't have Houston going out this early.
Yeah, I don't see how Houston loses, even without Sasser if he's not back yet.
Yeah, so this was kind of why I was indefinite or like a little unsure about Charleston. I actually have Drake beating Indiana. I like this team. They play good defense. They can shoot. Indiana, they're a 4 seed. Just not that. You said last time we're sleeping on them, maybe, but
I won't argue with you here. Yeah, I mean, I think Trace Jackson's the best player in the game when these two play. But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see Drake win that game. I won't argue that.
All right. Well, 2 12s moving on. That's setting up for a pretty chalky Elite Eight. All right, Iowa State, Xavier. I have Iowa State here.
Okay.
Mainly because they can play defense and get very physical, and I know Xavier can too, but
who guards Nunji? Who stops Nunji on the post other than Nunji?
Nunji. I mean, yeah, foul trouble.
Yeah. I don't think Iowa State can score enough points to stay in this game. But you're right, though. They do play good defense. And I think you're going to see
that's literally my only angle.
I think you're going to see a motivated Xavier team after getting their shit pushed in by Marquette.
Yeah, maybe. Chris, Xavier?
Man, that's crazy. You just pulled those up. Let's talk about battle of defense and offense. Holy shit. Yeah, allowing 62 a game, and Xavier scores 81 a game. Crazy. Yeah, I lean Xavier just because like you said, I mean, what this Iowa State team, when they go cold, it's not pretty.
They can't score.
Yeah.
They could stop you, but they can't score.
All right. Penn State, Texas. I got Texas.
Sorry, Happy Valley.
It was a fun run, Penn State. See you next year.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, Purdue, FAU. Anybody want Florida Atlantic upsetting Purdue? I sure as shit don't have it, but
I mean,
I don't think Purdue goes home yet.
I'll probably be on it with the spread if it's smelly ass like 4.5 or 5.5 or something.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, man, just watching Purdue in the Big 12 or Big 10 tournament, Edie is, man, one big, tall, ugly fuck.
He's such a cheat code.
He's got just that stupid baby hook
where he throws the ball down. He throws it down into the hoop.
It's hard, and they're so streaky. Like they can go 5 minutes, score 5 points, and then they can go 3 minutes and score 15. Like they are just a very streaky, weird, dangerous team.
Yeah, Gillis is pretty good from outside.
Yeah,
Purdue's pretty well rounded. I mean, I don't think they're as good as their record indicates, but they're certainly better than FAU.
Yeah. Duke, Tennessee. I have Duke moving forward. I think they're peaking at the right time. That's about all I'm going to.
I think Tennessee is a different ball. I think it's a different game here if Tennessee doesn't have their injury problems. But yeah, I think Duke wins this game.
Yeah, Yeah, if Tennessee was healthy, I'd probably rethink it. But
I agree.
yeah, Duke, you want to attest that, or you got the same?
Yeah,
Okay,
lean Duke.
cool. All right, Kentucky, Kansas State. I personally have Kentucky. I feel like I have this 6-3. I'm taking sixes, but I do like Kentucky, similar to Duke. I feel like they went through their bad stretch, picking things up at the right time. Those are the teams I look to get on, which I thought was going to be West Virginia, but it just never really happened.
So in my personal bracket, I have Providence versus K-State in this spot, with Providence advancing. So I certainly would take Kentucky over K-State too. So
yeah, I mean, I
yeah,
get
I think K-State's trash.
Yeah,
I've been saying it all year.
Sorry,
They turn the ball over too much.
And last but not least,
It was a good run, Kmart. It was a good run.
Troy versus Marquette. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not that much of a homer. I don't think they have what it takes to. I'll probably take Marquette in whatever their fucking lane.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this 2-4 versus top 25. That's kind of what I've been watching all year. Because if you remember one of our college pods, I think just 5 weeks ago, I was almost saying I kind of hope SC didn't make the tournament because I just don't think they're going to do well against these type of caliber schools.
I agree.
Okay, and moving over to the West, Kansas, Illinois. I think we all got Kansas here.
Jayhawks.
Rock chalk.
We already moved UConn. I know, Joey, you said yesterday you got UConn absolutely smashing St. Mary's in this spot. Okay, TCU, Gonzaga.
Yeah. It was a nice run.
This actually is a really good game here.
Mm-hmm.
If TCU plays Gonzaga, Miles Jr. could score. I mean, Timmy down low for Gonzaga. I mean, this has like the makings of being like one of the better games of that weekend. If this is the matchup, I mean, I personally think I would lean Gonzaga here. I think they're flying a little bit under the radar right now. I know they just won their conference tournament, but haven't been a lot of talk on them. TCU, we still see them shaky at times. I mean, I'd lean Gonzaga in this spot.
I do too. I got Gonzaga moving forward. Chris, you too?
Yeah, probably. I'll probably be on TCU with the points, but
yeah, maybe depending on what that is. Boise, UCLA for me. I don't think there's going to be a comparison here.
Yeah. Too much defense for them. Boise, again, another team that can get hot, but when they go cold, it's not pretty.
Yeah, I mean, they both can play defense, but I mean, UCLA really gets going, from their defense. What's his name? Jaime Jaquez. I don't know if he's going to be great in the next level, but as a bench player for a few years, shit, like that guy's pretty fun to watch, especially for a Bruin. Okay, so we're off to the Sweet 16, finishing up here. Bama, Charleston. Yeah, Bama.
Yeah, go Bama, Houston there. I think you almost have to.
Yeah. Oops.
Even without Sasser, I think Houston's good enough to make it this far. Far.
I agree. I mean, shit. Northern Kentucky, Auburn, they'll get through on defense alone. Drake, they'll have enough. We'll go Creighton, Arizona next. I got Arizona.
I like Creighton.
Duke.
Oh wow. Yeah, I don't know. Creighton, I've liked Creighton in years past, but this year they just haven't done it as much for me. So I like how scrappy Arizona was, even though they probably should have lost to UCLA, but they took care of us at the end.
Yeah. I mean, I just think Creighton's undervalued. I think Kalkbrenner's a game changer. He's healthy.
Are you too high on the cock?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, I just don't think Arizona. I don't think Arizona's as good as their record indicates. Kirk Ariza's not. He doesn't impress me. They play in a shitty conference.
Whoa. Shitty conference with like 4 teams in this tournament.
Doesn't matter. Conference is still trash. Yeah, I mean, if you got two against one, that's fine. I mean, I don't have Creighton going very deep. So, I mean, if you guys want to roll Zona,
I mean, you don't think Arizona's a top 10 school?
no, I'd say they're a top 20 school. I don't think they're a top 10 school. I don't.
You mean the Creighton team that lost to Arizona and Arizona State, motherfucker?
Yes. Yeah. Kalkbrenner was out for like 7 games, dude, or some shit.
What was the score in that game?
They actually almost beat Zona, but they got they actually was both of them were 2-point games.
Wow, yeah, Arizona's so much better than them.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
All right.
No, put Arizona. It's 2 versus 1. No, it's 2 versus 1. Put Arizona.
No, it's fine. I mean, if you're right, this will be fun to root for.
And if I'm wrong, I look like a fucking asshole.
I'll probably be on Creighton with the points, anyways. Fuck it.
Dude, what do you think that line would be on a neutral?
It's gonna be a neutral, right?
Yeah. What do you think it is?
I mean, it was earlier this year. It was Arizona -3.5 at home.
Yeah, I think it's Arizona -1.
Yeah, it's something stinky.
Creighton wins by like 18.
1.5.
Actually, no, it wasn't. It wasn't neutral. It was in that game was in Maui, so it might be same 2.5, 3.5.
I don't even think it's that high.
Cochran was out that early in the year in November.
No, I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was during that stretch. I just know he missed a stretch and Creighton looked awful while he was out.
Yeah, they lost like 5 or 6 straight.
Yeah, I remember that, but I feel like that was like December, early 2023.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh well, we'll let Joey have his Creighton. Xavier, Texas. I don't think in my bracket in my bracket I actually had Iowa State going this far. So this is all up to you. If I were picking between these, I'd have Xavier.
Texas just looks so good right now, dude. Marcus Carr is finally starting to see glimpses of what he looked like at Minnesota. I mean, this Texas team puts the clamps on you, dude. They play defense. They could score. They could score in transition. They could score in the half-court setting. I mean, this Texas team is good, man.
Just remind me so much of West Virginia. It's like they play good. You have all this expectation, and then they fall flat.
Yeah, then they don't show up. Yeah.
Yeah,
we've seen that from them.
Yeah, this is just where I can see them falling completely flat. But I mean, just looking at these, I don't really know what to make of these metrics, but they are slightly better.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to use Xavier, use Xavier. Fuck it. I mean, let's make it a little different.
Chris, who do you have?
I probably lean Texas there also.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I like the way they're playing against good competition. Kentucky. I mean, that Kentucky game wasn't even a game.
Yeah. All right. Purdue versus Duke. I like want Duke.
I like Duke.
I mean, that's fine with me. Like, my gut says in this matchup, Purdue would probably win, but I will be cheering for Duke.
I think Duke. I think this is one of the most realistic, other than the Kansas UConn one. I think this is one of the most realistic matchups that we actually get to see. And I think Duke would win that game.
Yeah. I mean, and their bigs are starting to play better. I don't know if they can
likely flip a Powski,
but I mean, who are we on against Purdue? Not before. Who did they beat before Penn State? Ohio State. Like, Ohio State had them on the ropes, and then they just turnover. Like, it was ridiculous. And then
still had a chance to cover.
Then that dipshit had his technical and had a 6-point possession.
Yeah.
Like, that was huge.
And it was on like that stupid play. What do they call it? Like a hook and something. I was listening on the radio.
No, it wasn't even the hook. He got elbowed by Edey. So when he kind of slid by him, he pulled him down by his arm. It was street ball shit you do in like elementary school, honestly.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I mean, I got Duke here unless our Duke doesn't like it. I'm fine.
I like this Duke because of our Duke.
Shit. Duke. Kansas, UConn, guys.
Just move them on, pal. Just move them on.
I got them moving on too.
Just move them on.
I think they're a 4 seed that's more like a 1 seed.
Move the best team in the country up a little bit.
Yeah, buddy. All right. Kentucky Market. I got Kentucky. And how fun would that be? Duke versus Kentucky in the Elite Eight.
Blue Bloods. I like Shaka. I like his. I think he's a better coach than Calipari. So, and I think Marquette's getting hot. I mean, for them to do what they did and bitch the fuck out of Xavier in that game,
yeah, that was impressive.
But it's all about the Romano cheese.
Chill, don't throw my government out there. They don't know that.
Who you got?
I mean, I don't have Kentucky going this far, but if that's the matchup, I think it's Marquette. I mean, they looked almost unbeatable the other night.
They did. Like
I just hate playing Marquette in like a favorite role. Like, I like the old school Marquette of like, catching 4.5, catching 5 points, and then Shaka just has them blow somebody the fuck out and they win outright.
Yeah, like I just personally don't have Kentucky losing against Providence, but yeah, I mean, obviously, if we either had Providence there or somebody else, Providence could beat them. Like the system I'm looking at, like if I'm gonna play that side in that game, it is gonna be Providence. So I mean, if we want to take a kind of go back in time here, I got no problem moving them forward.
No, you like Kentucky, my first glance was I liked Kentucky too, and just once I looked into it, I just swayed myself into Providence. I wouldn't argue it.
All right.
I certainly don't think Kentucky beats Marquette though.
No, probably not. I just kind of wanted an upset, but Gonzaga, UCLA.
Duke.
I got the Bruins.
That reminds me of back in the day with what's his name, long-haired shaggy boy. That was
oh my god, yeah. Well, shit. What about just 2 years ago when they were playing in the final?
Yeah, the buzzer beater
or the Final Four, I guess.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I lean UCLA. I mean, Gonzaga's. I do think, like Cheese said, I think they might make a little more noise than you might think, but I don't think just seeing them this year, I just don't think they have enough firepower to get past. And it seems like this UCLA team is hungry to prove something.
I don't think UCLA can score enough points.
Oh. Well, hey, if it gets to this, maybe we can have a Duke versus Cheese bet.
No, I'll say J-Bub. I don't bet against my friends. I don't give a fuck. Let's go, Cheese.
Wait, we're friends?
I'll bet you 10 push-ups.
I need to do about 100.
All right. Bama Creighton.
Bama.
Yeah. That matchup. Bama.
Too much firepower.
Houston, Texas.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's so hard to say right now. Like with Marcus Sasser, or probably Houston. Without Texas, like
I mean, it's just his groin. Why would he not be back by then?
I've seen look at fucking Lonzo Ball, dude. His knee was hurt. Dude hasn't played in like 3 years.
We don't know the severity of his groin injury. Like,
I'd probably lean Texas here no matter what. Houston's like on everybody's fucking board to go to the championship, Final Four. I'd lean Texas. Duke, what do you think?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, in this matchup, I lean Texas.
Perfect.
Well. Okay, and Duke Marquette.
Probably Golden Eagles. I think that's when Duke meets their match.
Wow. I mean, I'm gonna. I'd
lean Duke here.
I didn't have Duke coming this far, but now that we're here, I got Duke as well.
I agree.
And we already know UConn.
Move them along, boys.
Move them along.
And again, it's similar to what we said. UCLA is not going to have enough for UConn. Like UConn's going to have some devastating injury in order for UCLA to beat them. So I mean, not bad. We got a 1, a 2, a 4, and a 5. So, not too chalky. But what do we got here, boys? Bama and Duke.
I don't think Duke would be able to score enough with Bama.
I mean, I have to agree. Like, as much as I hate Alabama.
I mean, I had Marquette beating Duke, so yeah, I think Bama will too.
Would you have Bama beating Marquette?
Ooh, that'd be a great one.
That would be a really good game.
That'd be good. Yeah, Bama. And then I mean, UConn, baby, take out the Longhorns.
And then we got UConn.
That's who we like to win the Natty.
That's who we like.
Dude, check it out. So UConn has won the national championship in the West as the 1 seed, as the 2 seed, as the 3 seed, and now they are the 4 seed in the West. Like, I know it's just like one of those stupid things.
I don't know what that means, but
it's like fucking destiny.
Didn't they win a few years ago as like the 7th?
What's the final going to be?
I think weren't they at 12 that year?
I don't know if it was that high.
I feel like they were at 10.
They were up there, yeah.
I think they were at 10.
Was that Cardiac Kemba year?
Yeah. Kemba won me. I mean, at that time, Kemba won me a lot of money. At
this time, find out what seed
won
they
me
were.
like 5 units.
I want to say they were a 12 seed, dude. No, maybe not.
I feel like they were 10, maybe 11.
Oh,
they won the Big East that year. And what's the final score? We got UConn over Bama.
Brackets 2.
They were a number 9 seed in the conference tournament.
No team seeded worse than 11 has advanced to the Final Four.
Do we have a final for this matchup?
Yeah, so I think it's UConn 82-78.
I was gonna do like 81-79, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Same thing.
Whatever I'm going under, I always go under in these games. So whatever the under would be, what do you think it would be in the mid 140?
That game probably 151 probably.
Yeah.
Would be my best guess. 151 and a half, 152 maybe.
75, 71.
Duke likes it like UConn 54, Bama 46.
All right, so there we have it, guys. There we have it. We have UConn winning this, whatever this tournament is that people care about.
I am so glad I got everybody on board with this fucking UConn team like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I think it was Adam that got me, not you.
You suck my dick, dude. Fuck you.
Present it. Not bad. 49 minutes to go through bracketology. I feel like ESPN takes an hour or two.
Good work, boys.
Compliments to Joey Cheese with a lot of breakdowns where I was very like, this team's moving on.
Well,
Joey
that's why you can thank me. Like when I tweet out our collab plays, it's always on me. You don't do it.
Yeah, I don't know how to tweet.
I don't know, boys. I think this bracket looks good. I mean,
yeah, I dig it.
Let's submit it. Let's see how well we do in tournament challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. We are submitted. So we will see how well we do. Where the hell are we? All right, there we go. UConn winning it all. It's official. And everybody, thanks for watching.
See you
we
maybe.
gave up-
See
we
you
actually
maybe
gave out
Wednesday
a
night.
few plays, but we'll see you Wednesday night. If you haven't already, go do a bank run, get as much money as you can now before you can't, and then gamble it away. That is what you should do because it's March Madness. Let's have some fun. Because if the bank's going to take it, you might as well lose it doing something you love.